It's Thursday and we're almost towards the end of the week, but the news, views and reviews from the world of Bollywood and social media still continue right here on this show. मैं हूं मनीष
और मैं हूं सागरिका छेत्री and welcome to Planet Bollywood. शो में करेंगे बहुत सारी बातें, लेकिन सबसे पहले नजर डालते हैं क्या है आज की टॉप ट्रेंडिंग स्टोरीज। गौरी खान ने शाहरुख खान के सबैटिकल पर किया एक्सक्लूसिवली रिएक्ट।
अक्टूबर 2 को होगा 3 बिग फिल्म्स का बॉक्स ऑफिस क्लैश।
द स्काई इज पिंक डायरेक्टर शोनाली बोस ने रिवील किए अपने इनिशियल स्ट्रगल्स एज एन इंडिपेंडेंट डायरेक्टर।
और हम दिखाएंगे आपको आपके टॉप कमेंट्स ऑन पीबी ऑडियंस रिएक्ट्स। Alright guys, now this is the favorite part of the show जहां पर आप हमारे साथ इंटरैक्ट करते हैं और हमारी स्टोरीज पर कमेंट करते हैं। और कल के हमने काफी आपसे सवाल पूछे थे एंड आवर फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन वाज,
हमने आपसे पूछा था that are Bollywood stars ready to take center stage at Hollywood?
Right, and Sameer Sheikh has said definitely Bollywood is ready to take the center stage at Hollywood, and it has already started with the entry of Deepika Padukone and Priyanka Chopra to Hollywood. They are getting fame and stardom in Hollywood as well.
वही शीला कहती है Priyanka is so amazing, articulate and intelligent, and she's true Indian global star, and yes, Bollywood is ready to take center stage at Hollywood. If you have talent and got to take risk in your work, then you can shine everywhere.
Right, और हमारे अगले स्टोरी में अमिताभ बच्चन को नवाजा गया था with the दादा साहेब फाल्के award, which is a very prestigious award, and a lot of you have sent in your congratulations and best regards to Mr. Bachchan, and some of them are
पंकज गुप्ता कहते हैं अमिताभ बच्चन is not a name, it's a brand. He's so down to earth. We can see on KBC how he behaves with his contestants, and of course one of the best actors in the world.
And then another user says he totally deserves this award. He is the real Shahenshah of Bollywood. He is not an actor. He is a brand in himself.
Another story that we spoke about was Houseful 4 के जो characters थे उसका look अक्षय कुमार ने अपने social media handle से release किया था, और उस पर आपका क्या कहना था हमने पूछा था। तो उस पर एक user है अकेला वंडर, he says पोस्टर से ये क्रेज दिख रहा है। इमेजिन कीजिए जब ट्रेलर आएगा तो कितना बज़ बन जाएगा फिल्म का। I mean दोनों फिल्म्स जो है उसका क्या होगा? That's what he asks.
Right, and then Stone Cold says no competition for Houseful 4. The shows will also be Houseful. वाह, आप तो मतलब बड़े words के साथ खेल रहे हो sir. But thank you so much. We love this interaction with you guys, and do keep writing in and sending in your comments and views and suggestions and whatever it is that you feel like writing in. Just don't troll us, and we will read it out right here on the show.
In an exclusive interview with Zoom, Gauri Khan ने कई सारे टॉपिक्स पर कैंडिडली बात की, लेकिन सबसे बड़ा टॉपिक यहाँ ये था शाहरुख खान का सबैटिकल लेना। Check it out.
How did you sort of look at that, and how do you connect with his entire statement of taking a break and chilling for some time?
I think it was required, I think, more than anything else. It's high time he took this break. And I'm happy I can travel while he's at home and he takes good care of AbRam. So I'm super excited. So if I'm not there for the little one, he's there, and it suits me. I think it's a great, great idea. While I travel, he's at home and he's doing a great job.
So from your side, take a longer break.
So I think he'll be up and about very, very shortly.
AbRam's been through similar situation that their move's gone through, and Suhana's moves as well. And I know everything that Aryan or Suhana do, they, it's written about. How do you sort of deal with it, and how do you look at it?
I think Aryan and Suhana they've been away for a number of years. I think Aryan's been away for 8 years and Suhana's been away for 7. So they don't really, I think, face that. Once in a way when they're back for their holidays and stuff, they do get papped. But I think they're okay with it, because it's not a constant pressure that they are into, that every time they step out, because they're not stepping out in Bombay, they're stepping out in wherever they are studying, whichever part of the world. And when they come back, I think few times they step out, they deal with it. And I think it's just become a way of life, and they're not giving it so much attention and so much energy. I think they've learned to deal with it, and they're okay. They're okay. Yeah.
And I think AbRam's used to it as well, right?
And I think AbRam is not going to the spaces where the paps are. He's avoiding them. And he's
protecting
doing a
himself.
good job.
Really?
Yeah, so I don't think he gets papped. Like he's not, he's mostly indoors, at home. So I think once any child who, if he steps out to a play school or any space, and he will get papped. But I think right now they're all good, and I don't think they're taking it
Too seriously.
Too seriously, yeah.
Well, Gauri Khan talking candidly about a whole bunch of things, but most importantly, Shah Rukh Khan's sabbatical and how that has been beneficial to the family. Sagarika, I mean, one can't forget कि Shah Rukh Khan एक family man है.
जी.
Alright, वो हमारे लिए तो इंडिया के सबसे बड़े सुपरस्टार हैं, वो हमारे चहीते एक्टर हैं, and we love watching him on screen. But we tend to forget when these actors are, on screen that they actually have a personal life and family. और यहाँ पर साफ नजर आ रहा है कि गौरी खान कह रही है she's happy and the rest of the family is happy that this forced sabbatical has happened to Shah Rukh Khan and that he's getting time to spend with AbRam.
Right, because social media pe people were going crazy when Shah Rukh Khan actually kind of said that I'm going to go on a sabbatical, maybe take a step back. Production house will be working fine.
Right.
It's going to be rolling a lot of shows, but me personally will not be signing any film. And audience really wants to know professionally what he's doing. But like you said, personally, it's going great.
Right.
Like Gauri Khan mentions. And especially when AbRam is at that age. And you know, Manish, we all need a break. Like when we have a hectic week, we're like, when are we going out? And I think
Correct.
this is that break. Shah Rukh Khan के लिए भी बहुत refreshing होगा, I'm sure.
Right. I mean, let's go back in history and look at Shah Rukh Khan's career. उन्होंने अपने career की शुरुआत 92 में की थी with the film Deewana, and then since then there has been no looking back for him.
Yeah.
He's at a point in time churned out 2, 3, 4 films in a year. Shah Rukh Khan has been a non-stop workaholic in my opinion.
Yeah.
I mean, ऐसा कभी नहीं हुआ है कि वो दिखे नहीं थे. वो या तो फिल्म में दिखे या फिर awards function पे या फिर कोई और event पे. We've always seen Shah Rukh Khan working. So this break that Shah Rukh has got right now, whether it's a forced break, whether it is a choice break, it's a really good thing for him. And I think first time, like we're actually seeing Gauri Khan जो खुल के बोल रही है कि for the first time she's actually getting to see her husband at home with the kids, जो कि AbRam और सुहाना के साथ नहीं हुआ था, like you spoke about earlier. So I think this is a great time for Shah Rukh Khan to also sit back and reflect, क्योंकि पिछले कुछ फिल्मों में उनका ज़्यादा success नहीं रहा है. The audience hasn't been able to kind of accept him or connect with him, accept him for the characters that he's played. So I think this is a good thing that's happening to Shah Rukh, and that he will probably come out with the next big project very soon. And speculations will still be on every time he's seen with a director. कहीं पर किसी के साथ दिख जाए तो fans are going crazy about it.
Yeah.
But I think only time will tell what he does next.
And when Gauri Khan in that interview spoke about sending her kids away for 7-8 years and talking about AbRam, that he doesn't want to go to spaces where there is paparazzi. Imagine a 6-year-old kid understanding कि वहाँ paparazzi है, camera है, मुझे वहाँ नहीं जाना है. Understand the mentality of it. And like Kareena Kapoor recently spoke to us, where she said कि Taimur Ali Khan को भी paparazzi इतना है that they don't know how to kind of handle that, and will eventually maybe have to send Taimur to a boarding school.
It's a different time we're living in right now, Sagarika, because जब Aryan और Suhana छोटे थे, they being sent to boarding school was also to kind of give them discipline and develop them as whole-rounded individuals. But I don't think it was so much of a conscious effort to keep them away from the media, because media इतना strong नहीं था, in the sense that there wasn't camera phones, there weren't all these things. Now anywhere these kids go, they're constantly being photographed. So I understand that they have to take a whole new route and kind of decide how these kids have to be brought up and kept away from the media. And जैसे आपने कहा कि AbRam is already aware about the fact कि media यहाँ पर है, मेरे photographs लिए जाएंगे, ऐसे photographs लेंगे. So he's it's not a nice space for a child to be in. But coming back to Shah Rukh and his sabbatical, Sagarika, तुम्हें क्या लगता है? Should he stay away a little longer and spend more time with AbRam and the rest of the family? कि he should come back immediately.
See, as an outsider, I think I'm going to be selfish here and say that maybe Shah Rukh Khan should kind of try and manage his personal and professional life. Maybe not take too many films a year and manage it, but still be there back there? Because see, it's been already almost a year that he's not signed anything. After you sign, you work on it, and by the time the movie releases, it's going to be 2 more years maybe, depending on what kind of project he's going to do. So I really want him to at least sign something so that there's something in the pipeline that we know is coming soon.
Shah Rukh, if you're listening, Sagarika really wants you to sign something right now. But for those of you who are sitting at home, we'd like to know whether you want Shah Rukh to sign something right now and quit his sabbatical and come back to films. Do write in using the hashtag and let us know what you guys want. Well guys, हमें already पता है कि 2 अक्टूबर के दिन 2 बड़ी बॉलीवुड फिल्म एक साथ रिलीज होने वाली है, and we're talking about War and Saira Narasimha Reddy, which are going to clash at the box office.
But now there's a huge and a big addition, क्योंकि हॉलीवुड फिल्म जोकर अब अक्टूबर 4th को नहीं, अक्टूबर 2nd को रिलीज होगी, यानी कि 3 बड़ी फिल्में on the same date.
Right. Now our question to you guys is, do you think the inclusion of Joker is going to affect the box office collections of War and Saira Narasimha Reddy? Do write in and let us know whether you think this film can actually affect them. Well, Sagarika, ये 2 बड़ी फिल्में तो already release होने वाली थी और वैसे ही competition बहुत तगड़ा था. And now we've got the inclusion of Joker, which is a huge franchise all across the world. I mean, we've all loved Heath Ledger as the Joker in The Dark Knight, and he of course won the Oscar and he did a fantastic job. And who doesn't know this character in the history of cinema?
And we hear that Venice Film Festival में this film Joker received an 8-minute standing ovation. That means it's getting great reviews from all over the world.
And this time around, Joker is going to be played by Joaquin Phoenix, and it depicts the life of Arthur Flex, who basically has a mental breakdown, and there are all sorts of things that happen, and this film is going to be really exciting. In fact, already posters aa chuke hain, and the posters are looking pretty fantastic. They're looking very interesting, and I would love to go and watch this film. Just सवाल ये उठता है कि मैं उस दिन पे 2 अक्टूबर के दिन पे किस फिल्म को देखूं, and that is my question.
क्योंकि we already know Saira Narasimha Reddy is a multi-starrer film.
Right.
वहीं पर War is looking quite promising, where action होगा, dance होगा, बहुत कुछ drama होगा. But now with this inclusion, we've seen in the past as well, चाहे वो Avengers Endgame हो, चाहे वो Lion King हो, चाहे वो Hollywood films जितनी भी आई है, they have kind of affected Bollywood films quite badly.
Now, Sagarika, speaking of numbers, Avengers Endgame, when it released in India, did a business of 373.22 crores, equaling the record of Amir Khan's Dangal. And it beat a huge film with Rajnikant and Akshay Kumar called Robot 2.0 at the box office. Not just that, when Lion King released, in 5 days, it garnered a whopping 69.67 crores, which was again a huge amount of money to make at the box office, with other Hindi films releasing on the same day. Then when we talk about how many films are released and proportions, only 70 to 80 Hollywood films are released in India every year. Lekin they still do a huge business of 10 to 15% at the box office, which is a large amount of money coming from just Hollywood films. Now, in the past, we never saw this happen. So, ये आज क्यों हो रहा है? Why are Hollywood films beating Bollywood films at the box office?
Manish, if you actually think about it deeply, there are so many factors that kind of come in place here. First and foremost, these franchises, they are big. There are so many sequels that have come. We've kind of followed these films since childhood, and now after growing up, these numbers have become so huge. Second of all, content, great visuals, great VFX, and also not to forget the rise of social media, which has created so much awareness about Hollywood films. Even small places and small cities are enjoying it because of the digital and OTT platform sitting at home, where dubbing also comes in place, jahan pe Hindi pe you can watch an English film, and so many different factors.
Right. And speaking of dubbing, that's the other game plan that a lot of Hollywood films are using, is that they're roping in Bollywood artists to dub the voices of the characters that they're seeing on screen. Abhi Lion King koi dekh lo, you had Shah Rukh Khan, you had his son Aryan, then you had Kareena Kapoor, you had Madhuri Dixit, all these big names who are dubbing, and that automatically creates a buzz around a film like Lion King, which actually did really good business at the box office. Fir uske alawa, I think also the other thing that one needs to look at is the VFX. The VFX that we get to see in Hollywood films is far superior than what we see right now in Bollywood. We have a lot of catching up to do over there. And the other thing which has changed right now, Sagarika, is that our audiences are lapping up English English content very quickly. Or, especially agar action film ho, like we've seen in Avengers Endgame, it's an out-and-out action film, but this film has done well, not just in Tier 1 cities, but in Tier 2 and Tier 3 cities. So, which means that as long as the content is great, jaise aapne kaha, as long as the VFX is great, the visuals are amazing, and it's marketed really well, these Hollywood films can really beat our Bollywood films at the box office.
Right, but I think मुझे Bollywood में थोड़ा भरोसा है because in the last couple of years content has drastically changed.
Yes.
And I have a feeling, and I also would like to believe that where people go to watch these big, big franchise Hollywood films, they'd also take another week or a weekend to go watch the Bollywood film that has released.
Right.
So definitely opening numbers पे affect जरूर होगा, but in the long run, I am sure that the films catch up and get the profit if the content is good.
Right, and then of course we've seen also कि दो Bollywood film एक दिन पे अगर release होती हैं, if the content is good in both these films, the films do well. So I'm not sure whether we're talking about a language barrier here or we're talking about a foreign film here. I think what we're essentially talking about is content over here. अगर content अच्छा है तो film अच्छी है. अगर film अच्छी है तो that means the audiences love it. And now we come back to you guys.
Do let us know what you think. क्या Hollywood film जोकर, सारा नरसिम्हा रेड्डी और वॉर का बॉक्स ऑफिस कलेक्शन अफेक्ट करेगी? डू राइट इन योर कमेंट्स यूजिंग अ हैशटैग बिलो. चलिए शो में लेते हैं एक छोटा सा ब्रेक, लेकिन ब्रेक के उस पार बाकी है बहुत कुछ खास. कम राइट बैक. In an exclusive interview with Zoom, director Shonali Bose spoke about Zaira Wasim. She spoke about her film The Sky is Pink, and she also spoke about her struggles as an independent director. Check it out.
What is one thing that you noticed earlier that were sort of hindrances that you, as a filmmaker, had to sort of deal with? And how did you come out of that to make your work better?
At that time, when I written that script, when I was trying to raise money for it, I was told that, can you make Kaju, who is the lead character played by Konkona Sen Sharma, can you make her a boy? Can you make it a hero-led film? Now, today, even though still there is that discrepancy that a hero-led film will get you much more slam dunk support, but you can still make women-led films without difficulty. At the time of making Amu, that was extremely hard. I said no because I was not about to change my script. I was not about to change the gender of my character, just because to get money, and it made it that much harder to raise money by saying no when I could just get the money if I'd made it a hero.
There you have Shonali Bose, the director of Sky is Pink, being extremely candid and honest with her journey into the films and into Bollywood. Well, Sagarika, let's talk a little bit about Shonali Bose and her journey into the Indian film industry. Now, इसके पहले उन्होंने 3 फिल्में की थी. There's Chittagong, there's Amu, and there's Margarita with a Straw with Kalki Kekla, which was a critically very highly acclaimed film. और इस फिल्म को काफी praise and appreciation मिला, but this film had to be made on a shoestring budget. And she also spoke about the fact that as an independent filmmaker, her vision had to be compromised at each step only so that she could get funding from producers. Now, this is a situation which she's not the only one and the first one to have faced it. We've had a lot of directors in the past, we'll talk about them, who have also said similar things. But this is the scenario and the situation that we're facing in the Indian film industry. What is to be done about it?
I mean, there is only one thing that can be done, which is the audience who need to accept the kind of films these independent directors are there to offer. And I think that is happening because we've seen small budget films do really well, come equal and actually beat the mainstream cinema as well sometimes. A film like Arazi, a film like Uri, which had a debut director Aditya Dhar, because of Vicky Kaushal, of course, people did turn up to the theatres, but word of mouth made that film a 100 crore film.
Correct.
And as an independent director, Aditya Dhar did get the acclaim that he required, and I think that is the direction we need to go towards.
Right. In the past, there have been a number of independent filmmakers and very well-acclaimed, award-winning filmmakers who have spoken about how, it is such a struggle for independent filmmakers to match up to or to, combat the big bad might of Bollywood. In fact, Aparna Sen says, independent filmmakers don't have the means to fight the might of Bollywood. Bollywood movies. We often have to write our stories according to our budget. We have to fit a film to a budget rather than the budget to a film. And then after that, very well acclaimed filmmaker Onir also spoke about his journey into, the films. And his first film was My Brother Nikhil, which had Sanjay Suri and Juhi Chawla and a whole bunch of other very talented people. And this film actually had a social message and a cause. And, there was this whole controversy that was around this film before its release. But this film actually did really well and the audience appreciated it. And Onir says, I had difficulty in making my first film because of the subject, which is a big taboo in India. I tried to get producers for a long time. Finally, I approached friends and family for financing. और ऐसे काफी सारे directors के testimonials हैं जहाँ पर वो कहते हैं कि they had to, either go through crowdfunding or put in their own money or ask other people to, fund their films rather than, full-fledged producers.
Manish, even Zoya Akhtar, who hails from a big family background, big names attached, but when she started out as an independent director, she had her film Luck by Chance. She narrated it to the biggest stars in Bollywood, who apparently turned down the offer because they didn't like, the script that was written, or they thought that maybe it'll not do justice to what the audience expects from them. तो उनको भी बहुत difficulty हुई थी शुरुआत में. तो ऐसा नहीं है कि if you're outside the industry, you are struggling. Even if you're within the industry, you are still struggling if you start out independently.
Right, and we all know how big a director and how successful a director Zoya Akhtar has become today, and that I think has to be attributed only to the fact that she's a damn good director and her content is fantastic. So you can't take away from that. And like that, there have been other directors who've proved time and again and who've had their struggles to begin with, and they have emerged as victorious. Then there's Umesh Kulkarni who talks about his film Valu, and he says producers told me straight away that they couldn't put money in a film with a bull as a star. I mean, unka wo topic tha, and that was the subject of the film. But Shonali Bose also talks about her previous film Amu, jahan par the producers wanted them to recast Konkona Sen Sharma, who's a national award-winning actress. She's by far one of the most talented people we have in this country as an actor. They wanted her to be recast and instead have a male protagonist, and she had to put her foot down and actually find the money and funding through friends and family to make this film, and it released only in 5 theaters. So
and she put in her own money to release it, in fact. I mean, I think that trust from the producers now, I think the scenario is changing, because if audience has started accepting good content films, there is a lot of money in Bollywood, but they lack content now. And if these independent directors have great scripts to offer, I think that trust जो हो रहा है production houses के बीच, script writers के बीच और directors के बीच, I think that scenario is kind of changing and hopefully for the good. Well, that brings us to the end of episode on Planet Bollywood. Hope you enjoyed it. Do write in your comments using our hashtag and we'll take the top comments tomorrow on our show. It's me, Sagarika Chhetri, signing off.
And me, Manish Anand, wishing you guys a very good night, but do come back tomorrow, same time, same place for your favorite show, Planet Bollywood.